Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. I said Cognac.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and welcome back to Cognac's Corner. In another moment, we will be watching another fabulous video. But first, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and always press the notification button to let you know when I will be publishing a new video. And also, darlings, don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about my videos and what other type of videos you'd like me to make. Let's get to the video. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane. We're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, and I'm here with the filmmaker, and he's going to introduce himself and tell us about his film. Introduce yourself, darling.
Yeah, hi, my name is Anirban Datta. I'm a documentary filmmaker from India, and we have made this film called Nocturnes, which looks at this incredible world, the secret world of moths in the eastern Himalayas.
Moths.
That's right.
The little critters that eat your clothes.
Well, they don't actually. They are very important for our ecosystem.
Yeah, I know. Everything in the world, all the animals, all the creatures that exist, from the tiniest little ant, they all are important, as you say, to make the world run the way it does. Am I right about that?
That's absolutely the point. The point is what we think is insignificant plays a very significant role in our world. And these tiny insects are the ones...
They are insects.
That's right. They are the ones that keeps the world going in a way.
I see. Now, what made you want to make this film? What inspired you to create this film?
Because we wanted to make a film that will inspire people to connect back to nature. And we wanted people to look into their own backyard and see the diversity of small creatures that are right there outside in any backyard, and kind of discover the childlike joy and get away from your devices and all the technology that you have and connect back.
We need to do that. We need to connect with nature again.
Yeah, that's the point.
Now, is this a featured film or is this a short?
No, it's a feature documentary. It's 90
excellent.
minutes. Yeah.
90 minutes. Wow. Can you tell us, is this is not one of your first films. You've done others.
Yeah, that's
How
right.
many films have you done?
Anupama and I have made this our second feature doc together. But before that, we have made quite a few shorter films.
So this is your first featured film.
No, second.
Second featured film. Interesting. Is this your first time here at the Hamptons International Film Festival?
That's right. It's the first time here at the Hamptons.
What do you think, darling?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a very interesting bunch of filmmakers, beautiful curation, wonderful weather, and we are really having a good time.
Fantastic. There's great places to dine. There's great parties here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. You're going to enjoy yourself. You truly are going to enjoy yourself. So this is a fascinating film. Tell my audience again the name of the movie.
The film is called The Nocturnes.
Nocturnes,
Yeah, it's about these nocturnal creatures, the moths.
the moths. And where can we learn more information? Is there a website?
Well, you can. We have our distributor, Grasshopper Films, which is. They are the ones who are taking the film to various cities across.
Is there a trailer?
There's a trailer, that's right.
On Vimeo or YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
I'm going to put it up. After the interview, I'll put it up.
Yeah, that'll be wonderful. Yeah.
So how exciting. I hope your film does really well and gets distributed all over the world.
Thank you so much for your wishes. Thank you.
Okay, let's do an air kiss, darling. Mwah, mwah. That's what we do in the Hamptons. And we'll be back with more interviews right here. Keep watching Pig Champagne Kisses. Welcome back, darlings. We're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival and I have another interesting filmmaker from the film Nocturnes. So tell my audience, introduce yourself. Tell us how you were involved in this film.
Hi, thank you so much. My name is Anupama. I'm from Delhi, India, and I'm the co-director and the co-editor of the film.
Now, what made you want to get involved in this movie?
Anirban and I live in one of the most polluted cities in the world. That's Delhi. And it's noisy and it's very crowded and very polluted. And
It's a shame.
And to escape that, we often just sit in our houses, cooped up in front of our computers or our television or
Do that here in America too, I hate to tell you.
and our mobile phones. And we feel like nature is not part of our lives anymore. It's just out there somewhere in the wild, but our lives have nothing to do with nature. And we felt like there's something deeply missing. And we wanted to do, because cinema is our medium, we wanted to do something about that through our medium, but we didn't want to make a typical nature documentary. So we wanted to find another way of approaching it, to look at it anew. And when we met our protagonist, who's a scientist, Mansi, she introduced us to this world about which we knew nothing. And like others, we just thought moths are ugly and brown and eat up our clothes. But when we went to the eastern Himalayas and saw what she does, we saw the abundant diversity in the colors and textures, sizes of the moths. And that just blew our minds, the sounds and sights that we saw. And we were like, okay, there is a film here.
How interesting, how fascinating, really fascinating. And so refreshing that you wanted to make a film like this. Really quite interesting. Now, tell my audience, if we want to find more information about you as a filmmaker, can we go, is there a website? Do you have a Instagram page?
So I've been making films for over 20 years. So some of my films are online. They've been shown on public television in India. So if you just Google my name,
Spell it.
Anupama, Anupama Srinivasan, Srinivasan. Long name.
Gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Let's do an air kiss, darling. Mwah, mwah.
Thank you.
We'll be back, darlings. More interviews coming up right here in the Hamptons. Pig Champagne Kisses.
सुंदर है।
ये मौत रात को करती क्या है?
फूल का रस पीता है ये लोग रात को निकल निकल के। इसके ऊपर एक बहुत फेमस पिक्चर भी बना है हॉलीवुड में, ये देखो। I think we should really get very good numbers here. प्रजातियां इस धरती पर तकरीबन 300 मिलियन सालों से रह रही हैं। हमने वो सब नहीं देखा जो मॉथ्स ने देखा है। हम शायद वो सब ना झेल पाएं जो मॉथ्स ने झेला है।
Welcome back, darlings. We're here at the Hamptons International Festival, and I am here with another wonderful, gorgeous filmmaker. She came all the way from Madrid. Can you believe that? Just to show her film right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Introduce yourself, darling.
Yeah, so I'm Jacqueline Bailon, and I am a filmmaker and journalist.
Are you from Madrid? Was your family from Madrid?
No, I am from Mexico, but the last few years, me and my partner are journalists, and we've been stationed in Madrid.
That's a beautiful city,
It's
I've heard.
amazing. Yeah.
Now, tell my audience, first of all, tell us the name of the film.
It's called Until He's Back, and it's about a Moroccan father trying to get his son's remains back home after the son died trying to get to Spain on a boat. He drowned, and then his body was found on a Spanish beach.
Oh my God, is this a true story?
It's a documentary, so I follow the father's journey into trying to basically going through all the bureaucracy to bring his son back home.
What made you want to make this movie?
Yeah, so I'm an immigrant from Mexico. I came to the U.S. I crossed the Rio Grande to get to the U.S. So I was living in the U.S. undocumented for some time, and so I think I know the struggle. Since becoming a journalist, I've been really interested in covering immigration and migration issues, especially because I feel like I'm somebody who, made it. I am a U.S. citizen now, and so I have this opportunity to sort of humanize a lot of these stories. And so I've been spending a lot of time in Spain, and I just figured that I wanted to, I just kept on reading the headlines of the numbers of bodies that kept on, that people just drown, and they were never more than just a headline. So I wanted to go further and show...
I want you to explore it more.
Yeah. I just wanted to humanize and give dignity to these people that are usually never given... we're not even told what their names are. So, yeah.
How sad, how sad. How is this family doing now? Are they coming to grips with what happened?
So they're one of the few families that actually has gone in to say goodbye. So as painful as it was for them, I think they are happy that they were able to say goodbye to their son, because a lot of families don't get that opportunity because
like a closure,
They got closure, and most of these families don't get closure. The bodies basically wind up in the middle of the ocean and are never found.
Oh my God, how awful. Tell my audience, if we want to learn more about this film, where can we go?
Yeah, so the website is untilhe'sback.com, and there's a contact button there, and you can contact me and reach out.
Until he's back home.
Untilhe'sback.com.
Untilhe'sback.com. Interesting. And there is a trailer.
There is a trailer.
It's on YouTube or Vimeo?
Both, and it's also on the landing page of untilhe'sback.com.
Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you so much,
you for
darling.
having
Let's do an air kiss. And we'll be back with more filmmakers right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, darling. Pink champagne kisses.
ولاش كني ملي ما يكون يغبى شي واحد وداك الشيء صافي تكون الدعوة ناقصة بزاف. تعرف من العقلية ديالو راه ما محدوداش.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane. Keep watching. More celebrity interviews coming up right here at Cognac'sCornerMagazine.com. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. We're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. We're here at the Maidstone Inn in this gorgeous dining room. And I'm here with this gorgeous, oh my God, she's a redhead. Wow, is she a redhead? Introduce yourself to the camera, doll.
Hi, I'm Tracy Lehman. I'm with the film Bob Trevino Likes It.
Bob Trevino Likes It. What an interesting title. So tell my audience about the synopsis of this film.
Sure, it's inspired by a true story, and it's about when my dad was mad at me and he disappeared, and I was trying to find him to get him to forgive me, and I called, I emailed, I couldn't reach him, and so I put his name into Facebook and accidentally friended another man with his name instead, who became more of a dad to me at that time than my dad had been. So it's a story about finding your family in unexpected ways and about chosen family.
Now, what made you want to make this film? Is it a featured film or is it a short?
It's a feature. Yeah. And I just, I felt that I had been so blessed with this kindness from this stranger that I kind of owed it to the world to show the impact that can have.
Oh my goodness. How long did it take you to make this movie?
2021 I was writing it. 2022 we cast and started the financing process. And 2023 we shot it. So about three years. 3 years.
Is this your first movie or have you done others?
I've done shorts, music videos, pilots. This is my first feature film.
What do you think about being a filmmaker? You like it, huh?
I like it. I think, if it's funny because if you could do something else, you probably should do something else because it's very hard,
It's very hard. I know. Filmmaking is very hard. But you gotta love it. Otherwise, forget it. Right?
I feel when I'm making a film, working with incredible teams, incredible cast and crew, I feel like I'm in the right place and it's what I'm meant to be doing. So I'll do whatever it takes to keep doing that because I know that cinema can have great impact, and I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, it certainly does. Is this your first time here at the Hamptons International? What do you think of it?
I love it. It's my first time in Hamptons, my first time at the Hamptons International Film Festival.
This is your first time here, and you've done film, and this is your first time here? Yes. What do you think of it, darling? What do you think of the film?
I love it. Everybody's been so kind, so wonderful. Because it is kind of a little further and like a very special place. I feel like we get a lot of quality time that you don't always get in major cities.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. Absolutely. Plus, not everybody has the round table press blocks like what we're doing right now, which is very, very nice.
Yeah, it's great. We made a movie. We want to talk about it, and so it's a privilege to be getting to talk to all these amazing people and hear about their stories and share and we're going through the same thing. A lot of these filmmakers, we're all going through the same thing. We're not alone. No.
Is there a trailer for this movie?
It's not a trailer yet, but we did get a distributor who I'm very happy with, and I love them so much. And so it'll be in theaters in sometime the first few months of next year, maybe February, March. And
how did you get the distributor? That's a struggle as it is.
Yeah, the market's really strange right now, but luckily they get the film and they understand its value and they
Is it going to be on Netflix? Or?
It'll be in theaters and then on Hulu.
Oh, on Hulu.
Yeah,
okay.
But we'll hopefully have a real run in theaters before Hulu. Hulu's quite a ways away, but yeah.
That's wonderful. Tell my audience again, what is the website for the film?
The website is Bob Trevino Likes It. That's
spell
BOBTREVINO likes it, like Facebook likes it, LIKESIT.com. And we're also Instagram at Bob Trevino likes it.
And you, darling, can we follow you?
Yes, please follow me. I'm going to make more films, and I want you to see them, please. I'm at Tracy Layman Films on Instagram. So TRACIELAYMONSTERMS, like my last name. Films. No.
Gorgeous. Let's do an air kiss. Mwah, mwah. We'll be back with more filmmakers right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Pig champagne kisses.
It was such a great opportunity to play more of myself. That I usually have to play a lot of villains and tough guys because, you know, I'm a Latin man, so I have to like antagonize America somehow.
I was worried my dad would sue me, you know. And any filmmaker, I don't think that I don't want to get sued. So I had to change the name, and I thought, well, everything is so authentic in this story. If I'm going to change the name, it has to be a name that really means something to me, you know.
Welcome back. We're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, darlings, and I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane. I'm here with this interesting gentleman, and he's going to introduce himself and tell us about his film. Introduce yourself, darling.
My name is Yusuf Ahmed, and I am the producer for The Fly Collectors. It's a film that's based in Senegal that follows a group of men who are eliminating disease.
Oh, so they're scientists.
They're scientists and they're community heroes who've dedicated their entire lives to collecting a group of flies called black flies. And so they sit by the river and wait for 8 to 12 hours until flies land on their feet. And they collect it. And once they collect it, they test to see if it has the disease.
So is this true? Are there really people that do this? Scientists that do this?
Yeah, I mean, people have been doing it. People have been doing it for about 40 years, especially for this disease. And now we're finally seeing the fruits of their labor. There's countries across Africa and parts of Latin America that are eliminating this disease called river blindness.
River blindness.
Yeah.
Well, they say that mosquitoes carry disease too.
Yeah. I mean, mosquitoes, flies, they carry so many parasites that can do terrible things. Mosquitoes, for example, carry parasites that can cause. Have you heard of elephantiasis?
Yes, I've heard of that, of course.
So if you get bitten, your feet swells and like it just.
That's why they call it elephantitis.
Yeah. And so this specific disease is caused by a fly called black flies. And once it bites you, it gets into your body. It causes like intense itching and scratching, and it slowly makes it up to your eye. And once it makes it up to your eye, it destroys the blood vessels and leads to blindness.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So 50 years ago, entire communities in West Africa, for example, left villages because they thought those villages were cursed. But it was these flies that were causing people to go blind.
Fascinating. What made you want to make a movie like this?
I work with an organization called the End Fund. So we end diseases. And so this specific film was inspired by the achievement of two countries, Senegal and Niger. Niger became
in Africa.
Yeah. So Niger became the first country in Africa to eliminate this disease after 40 years of concerted effort. So it was really just a celebration because we don't really get to hear happy, hopeful stories from the continent of Africa.
This is a documentary.
Yeah, so it's a 25-minute short doc.
Is there a trailer for it?
There is, yeah. I can send it to you.
Tell us where we could go to learn more information.
So you can go to the End Fund's website. It's end.org. So END, it stands for Ending Neglected Diseases. And so we work on river blindness, but a few other diseases as well, mainly bacterial and parasitic infections. And diseases are obviously scary and not like sexy to talk about at film festivals. But I think films like this show that art is
people want to be informed. They like being informed. But is there an actual website for the movie?
Yeah. So the website for the movie is theflycollectors.com.
We cannot be free of all diseases, but there are some diseases they can be prevented. For almost 50 years, I've been working on this project. It is quite gratifying to see that one can get to a situation where countries are now going to eliminate onchocerciasis. The work you're doing is very important. We need to know that the disease is not coming back. There were places where at least 20% of all adults were visually impaired. The moment that the community members were given the opportunity to distribute the drugs themselves, the treatment numbers skyrocketed. Now you go to communities and people are completely forgotten. The children will now have the opportunity to go to school without fear of the future being blind.
Gorgeous. Well, good luck. As we say in show business, break a leg on the film.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me and for creating this platform for filmmakers.
Let's do an air kiss, darling.
Thank you.
Mwah, mwah. We'll be back with more interviews right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. We're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival at the Maidstone Inn, and this is their round table press box, and I'm getting a chance to meet so many wonderful filmmakers. Introduce yourself to the camera and tell us about your film.
My name is Julia Axe. I am the co-writer, co-director, and star of Jane Austen's period drama.
So this is a period film.
It is a period film about periods.
Yeah, fascinating. So tell us a little bit more about this film, the synopsis of this film.
Well, it follows the romance of Miss Estrogenia and Mr. Dickley, and in the middle of a long-awaited marriage proposal, Estrogenia gets her period, and Dickley mistakes it for an injury. And then
he doesn't know?
He doesn't know.
Somebody should have taught him, you know what I mean?
Well, watch the film. He's going to learn, okay? He learns in the film.
How could he not know? Nobody sat down with this guy and talked to him?
Nobody sat... Well, we're not supposed to talk about it, you know? And especially not back then.
In those days.
Even now. But certainly back in those days. Yeah, poor guy.
Oh, my God.
He has a tough time. He has a tough time.
Oh, my God. So, now what inspired you to make this film? Why did you write a story like this?
Well, I thought of the title first. I thought it was a funny pun, period drama about periods. But then when I started kind of asking my girlfriends about funny period stories they had, there was a lot of kind of like heart, and there's sadness, and there's a lot of, you know, funny stories, but also heartbreaking stories. And that kind of made me and Steve want to expand it beyond just a sketch comedy into a real narrative with heart, because it's a real issue that we should talk about.
Is this a featured film?
In the Hamptons Film Festival, this is a short film, but we do have a feature-length script of more chaos, more menstruation, more funny names.
Oh, my God. And the name again?
My name?
No, the name of the film?
The name of the film is Jane Austen's period drama.
Oh, I thought when you said period, I thought you were talking about the period, like period films. But it is made back in the day. The actual film is supposed to be like from another period of time.
So imagine Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
With menstruation.
Unbelievable. Now, you know, my next question, since this is an independent film, how difficult, was there a struggle with the costumes?
Well, it was a big task for our costume team to take on.
So you do have costume designers in the film.
We had two, and we have a wonderful costumer with a lot of theater experience named Paula Higgins. So she brought a lot of the historical accuracy. She has a lot of experience building costumes from scratch, so we didn't have to rent so much. And then the other half of our costume team, his name is Barrett Hutchinson. He comes from a high fashion background, so he brought real refinement and detail to all the costumes. And they didn't have a lot to work with, as is usual with independent film, but they...
in the film, how many characters are in the film?
There are 7 characters.
7 characters?
And plus 2 maids and 2 other characters who they had to costume.
Oh my God, this is some feat for an independent. I very rarely have ever interviewed any independent filmmaker that made a period. You're the first, because to me, they just want you to wear jeans in these movies because they just don't want to deal with the costumes or the clothes or anything like that.
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
Well, it can be very expensive.
Yes.
But luckily we were able to raise enough money, and I have a background in theater, and I have a lot of people who have worked with me before, and Steve has people who've worked with him.
You were able to do this. Yeah, you were able to do it. But most filmmakers, I'm telling you, I'm lucky if I see the girl wearing a dress in the movie. This is amazing. I'm very excited about your film.
I'm glad.
Really, yeah, because I'm a fashionista. I love clothes.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm a fashionista.
I can tell, yeah.
How long did it take you to make this short? Did it take a long time?
Well, we shot it. It's 13 minutes long. We shot it in 2.5 days. We shot the interiors for 2 days in this incredible mansion we found in Los Angeles that kind of looks like a house from 1813 England. And then we needed the rolling green hills of England outside, which didn't exist in Los Angeles in August. So we flew to upstate New York, a small group of us, and we shot the exterior scenes for half a day in the rolling green hills of upstate.
Sounds like a beautiful film, really beautiful.
I'm very proud of it, yeah.
Yes. If we want to learn more information about the movie, where can we go about this film?
You can go to the film's website, which is Jane Austen's period drama.
Spell it? Just like Jane Austen?
Yeah, Jane, JANEAUSTENS, perioddrama.com.
Excellent. You're gorgeous, darling. And you, if we want to follow you.
Want to follow me? You can look me up. My name is Julia Axe, JULIAAKS. You Google me, I'll come up.
You're gorgeous. Let's do an air kiss.
Okay.
Mwah. Mwah. More interviews right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, darlings. Pink champagne kisses.
Wow, you are wonderful. I'll let him know.
We are here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. I'm here with the director, the co-director of Jane Austen's period
drama.
You
got it.
Introduce yourself, darling.
I'm Steve Pinder. I'm one half of the directing and writing team and editing team, and yeah.
So you edited this movie too.
Co-edited, yeah.
This is fascinating that you made a period film with costumes, because I never get to talk to people. I told her I usually interview filmmakers and everybody's wearing jeans in the movie. Nobody's dressed up. Yeah. You're lucky if you see a girl with a dress on in a movie.
Yeah.
These independent films, there's no budget for clothes.
Yeah. No, we had 2 costume designers.
She said.
Did she talk about that? Her old professor was incredible, knew all the history, and just brought all that to the table. And then my partner, Barrett Hutchinson, actually started in fashion and worked in fashion for a long time. And then we just asked him if he could help construct some garments.
That's amazing. Now tell my audience your input in this film.
I am half British. I was a lit major in college, and so Jane Austen has always been kind of close to my heart. And Julia and I have collaborated for years and years on different sketch comedy things. And so when she had this idea...
This is a funny movie.
It's a very funny movie. And when she had the idea for it, she came to me and said, do you want to do this together? And I was like, absolutely, it's Jane Austen. Like, why not? I love verbal humor, and I love accent work. So I love characters with accents and how that changes how they talk.
I'm not sure, but I think I asked her, is there a trailer for this movie?
There's no trailer.
Not yet, not yet.
No, but it will be on. I mean, it'll be online eventually. Okay. Yeah, but while we're doing the festival circuit, it can't be online yet. But yeah.
Some people have trailers.
I do know that. We went back and forth on whether or not to make one, but because it's so short, we just decided to let it be by itself. Yeah.
Well, it sounds very exciting. One more time, the website.
Oh, JaneAusten'sPeriodDrama.com.
Gorgeous. Let's do an air kiss, darling.
Okay.
Mwah, mwah.
Thank you so much.
More interviews right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, darlings. Welcome back, darlings. We're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. I'm here with an actress, and she's in the film Jane Austen's period drama. Introduce yourself, darling.
Hi, my name is Samantha Smart. I
love your name.
Yeah.
Is that your real name?
It is.
Gorgeous. Samantha Smart. I love it. And she's smart, too.
I hope so.
So tell us how you found out about this film.
Well, I know Julia and Steve, the filmmakers, and Julia is a very close friend, but they were searching for this character, and they sent me the audition, so I sent in an audition tape, and then I got it.
And you got the role?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you wear wigs in this movie, or in this film, do they style your hair? I know, of course, you're wearing costumes, but do they really make you look from that period with the hair and the makeup and everything?
Absolutely. I didn't wear a wig, but we did have hair and makeup that went very period appropriate. So we sort of went back and up, and then very dewy, 19th century English countryside makeup.
Yeah, they like rosy cheeks.
Rosy cheeks. That's right.
Yeah, they still do. In France, that's
right. C'est ça.
Yeah, they don't like. I like contour. I like to contour my. But
beautiful.
Thank you. But in France, the French girls like those rosy cheeks.
Mm-hmm. I've lived in France.
Did you really? Yeah. So tell me, what do you think about the Hamptons International Film Festival?
Well, I literally just arrived like 10 minutes ago off the jitney. So far, so good. Everyone's been very friendly, and I'm excited to celebrate.
Well, there's loads of parties, loads of restaurants, loads of fun right here at the Hamptons International Festival. You're going to love it. Love it. Go to the best restaurant here.
Ma'am.
There's tons of them. There's tons. There's St. Ambrose.
Okay.
There's in East Hampton. There's tons of wonderful restaurants. I can't even think off the top of my own. That's one of the better restaurants, St. Ambrose.
Okay.
You'll love that.
Okay.
But Serafina, there's
classic,
amazing restaurants. Now tell my audience your character in this film.
Her name is Lavinia, and she is the sister of our main character who gets her period at a very inconvenient time with her beau. And my character really wants to protect her and make sure that her relationship stays intact, so all hell breaks loose at the house when her period starts.
It used to be called the curse,
Yeah. Exactly. No, the red tent, all of it. No, yeah.
It used to be called the curse. If we want to follow you as an actress, where can we follow you?
That's a good question. I do have Instagram. It's Sam_thrice_smart. Sam Smart.
Spell it TH.
No, just underscore 3 times and then smart.
Underscore 3 times. I like that. Well, you are gorgeous, Samantha, darling.
Oh my gosh,
yes, let's do an air kiss.
Okay. Comme le français.
Yes, darling, and we'll be back with more celebrities, more interviews, right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane. We're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival.
Yes.
Tell us about this film.
Yes. So
Introduce yourself first.
yeah, I'm Bryce Levitt, one of the co-directors of the film. My partner Mara Strock is sitting right next to me. She'll be on next, but it is Space Cowboy is a documentary on the life and career of Joe Jennings, who is a pioneer of aerial cinematography. So he is a skydiver who jumps out of planes and films some of the scenes you see in Hollywood movies and big brand commercials and stunts, and is an artist in the sky. He's a famous skydiver.
So this is a documentary?
Yep, it's a feature documentary on his life and career.
Is there a trailer for this movie?
There's not a trailer right now, but there is. If you look it up, there's a exclusive clip that we released through Variety. It's a 90-second clip of the film that kind of shows what the film is about.
If I want to incorporate that into the interview, can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Where would I go?
You would go to spacecowboymovie.com.
So it's in there.
Yeah, it's online and it's on Variety.
Is it on YouTube?
It is also on YouTube, so I will get you hooked up with that. It's a cool.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit more about this film.
I stumbled across this guy Joe Jennings 5 or 6 years ago and was fascinated that there was somebody whose job it was to film skydiving footage. That was their entire career, and became fascinated with turning it into a film, and that's how I met my partner and my mentor Mara, who helped me get the film made, and we ended up following Joe Jennings on this journey that he had to make a car fly perfectly. That is his. I'll show you a little picture for your viewing purposes.
Oh my God! That car is. How the hell did he do that in the middle of the sky like that?
Yeah, you got to check out the movie. His whole process is him and his team, working on these cars in the garage and getting them to fly in a way that's smooth and the camera can interact.
They throw it out of the plane.
So they go 15,000 feet in the air and throw the car out of the plane. And they ride it, and yeah, it's a crazy.
I would be terrified.
Yeah,
terrified.
It's a pretty thrilling thing, and especially for us non-skydivers, it's hard to
imagine.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. It's very surreal. It's I think that's an overused word, but it's.
Do you have like a fascination with skydiving?
I think I just have a fascination with interesting characters, and people that are just outside the box with how they express themselves and how they. Release their creativity, and that's
why you wanted to make a movie about it.
Yeah, I think I was gravitated.
Well, it's Space Cowboys.
It's funny. Basically Space Cowboy came from me needing a name for the film and just putting that on as a temporary name, and everybody just seemed to like it. It was just kind of a thing.
Yeah, I heard it's very catchy.
Yeah, it's catchy. It's one of those ones that's more abstract than full of, I don't have some full of meaning answer. It was something that sounded like it was in the sky and it was cool. So, but yeah, maybe.
So this is a feature documentary.
Yep, it's a feature documentary. It's about 90 minutes long, and yeah, so it's great. I hope you can see it. Maybe I'll let my co-director hop in and tell you more about it.
If we want to find out more about the film, where can we go? Is there a website?
Yes, spacecowboymovie.com.
And that's where the trailer is.
Yeah, that's where the trailer is, and also it's playing in about 12. It's going to play in a couple dozen more film festivals, and that's where you can, around the U.S. and around the world, and that's where you could see where it's playing and potentially catch it before we find distribution.
Gorgeous.
Thank you so much. I'll let Mara hop in.
Let's do an air kiss.
Okay. Okay.
Don't go away yet. We'll be back, darlings, and more interviews right here in the Hamptons. Pink Champagne Kisses.
Amazing.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm here with another director, another co-director of the film Space Cowboys. First of all, introduce yourself to the camera.
I'm Mara Strauch.
Get a little closer, darling. Get a little closer. So tell us your input about this film. What was your input about the film?
I was approached by Bryce because it was his first film. And I had made a film called Sunshine Superman in 2015, and it had a somewhat similar subject matter. And so Bryce approached me to help him make this film.
That's terrific. That's amazing, amazing. Was it a wonderful experience? Was it a learning experience? Elaborate. Tell us.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience because Bryce has so much energy, and I've been around making films for about 20 years, so it was really wonderful to be with a new filmmaker making a film he was so excited about, and I'd learned a lot from him as well, so it was a very good experience for me.
If we want to learn more about you, where can we go? Do you have a website?
I do. It's marastrauch.com.
Spell that?
MARAHSTRAUCH.
Gorgeous. And the film? If we want to learn more about the film?
What is the website, Bryce?
Space Cowboy Movie. No S, though, no. SpaceCowboyMovie.com.
SpaceCowboyMovie.com.
And on Instagram too? Is it on Instagram?
I don't think it is, but it will be shortly. We're just making our premieres in the world.
Well, thank you, darling. Let's do an air kiss.
Okay.
We'll be back. Don't go away yet. Don't go away yet. We'll be back in a moment, darlings. We'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews. Keep watching right here at cognacscornermagazine.com. Pink Champagne Kisses.
My ambition on this project is to get a car to not only come out wheels to earth, but to stay flat and stable without rocking. So that skydivers could stay in it for a while and we could get some shots. Then you can go up and be more of a cinematographer. Like, I want to fly up and get this shot, and I want to kind of move around it this way. I want to, you can capture it so much more beautifully, I think. My father was a great photographer. I was drawn to videography. So I loved being behind the camera. My life became about getting the shot. It was like hunting without killing. To do work that I really love and that I'm passionate about, it's like I never clocked in. Risk-taking was part of my personality, doing things that weren't necessarily the right thing or the smart thing to do. If I had even an inclination of what I was going to grow up and be doing for a living, you're going to jump out of airplanes and fly around the sky filming things. I think I would have flown to the moon and back. I would have been so thrilled.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane. We're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, and I'm here with another fabulous filmmaker. She's going to introduce herself and tell us about her film. Introduce yourself, darling.
Hi, I'm Colleen McGinnis, and I wrote, directed, and produced a movie called Loser.
So tell us about this film. What's the synopsis?
It's a story of a woman who's in her early 20s named Alice, and she has what turns out to be a very unforgettable day at her job at a frozen yogurt shop.
A frozen yogurt shop. Now, this is interesting. Why would you want to make a film like this?
Well, part of it is about that struggle that you have in your 20s, that really, I think, specific anxiety of feeling you're working at a dead-end job, you want to make more money, you feel like life's passing you by, and that's where this character starts off. Has bigger dreams, but you know, I just loved that setting. We actually shot at a place called John's Drive-In in Montauk, which has, I think, been a mainstay.
That's a famous place. That's a landmark. Wow. Are you from out here?
I'm from Long Island. I'm from Islip.
Okay.
So I grew up out here, and I saw photos of the famous John's Drive-In, and I thought, gosh, if we could only film there. And so I just cold called David Rutkowski, who owns it, told him about the film. We spent a half hour on the phone, and boom, there we were. He's an amazing guy, and that's where we shot a good portion of the film.
Now, how long is this film?
It's about 12 minutes. It's a short, and it's
a short. Okay.
Yeah, and so we're making a feature version of it that Radio Silence is producing. And
is there a trailer?
We have some scenes in Gowrie Rice, who's an Australian actress from Mayor of Easttown and Spider-Man and Mean Girls. She's the star of the short, and she's really a fantastic actress.
Loser. Now, what made you pick this title, Loser?
Well, because she feels like a loser. She feels like she's working at this frozen yogurt shop and just is worried that nothing else is ever going to happen with her life. And something happens that day. I won't give it away, but it makes her rethink everything, and she realizes how good she has it.
Is this your first film?
I shot a short when I first moved out to LA after college and directed some theater, but this is the first film that I've directed that, you know, I applied to film festivals, and it's really been making the circuit, which has been great, so I feel very fortunate.
What do you think about the Hamptons International Film Festival?
Oh, it's incredible. I love it. And we shot the film out here, so it makes it all the more special. Yeah, people have been so lovely. It's a great community. It was an amazing place to make the film. We shot it at White's Apothecary in Sag Harbor, Amagansett, East Hampton, and as I said, Montauk. And the community was really welcoming. We had a lot of local people in the film. We used local businesses. Everyone's very supportive here.
Terrific. Where can we go to find out more information about this film?
I guess if you Google the film Loser short film, it played at Palm Springs, so there's a review on Film Thread about it. We're starting to get it out there a little bit more, and hopefully you'll see a feature-length version soon.
When is it going to be airing here at the Hamptons?
It played twice. It played yesterday and Thursday as part of the Views from Long Island, so it showed with other short films that were either shot here or were local filmmakers, and it was really a great program to play with.
Terrific. Losers. We're going to look for it. It's on IMDb too, right?
Yeah, if you Google Loser and my name, Colleen McGinnis, it should come up, or Gowrie Rice, or any of the people involved with the film. I'm sure you'll find it.
Terrific. Let's do an air kiss, darling.
Oh, okay. How do we do that?
Mwah. Mwah. And we'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Pink champagne kisses. Tell us about this film. Tell us the synopsis of the film.
Sure. Well, it's a gritty thriller. It's a movie about a man whose young son is murdered by a classmate, and he kidnaps the boy that he thinks is responsible and goes on the run. And the town and the authorities.
Sounds like a thriller.
It is in fact a thriller.
Is it a featured film?
It's a feature film. It's my first feature film. It is a thriller, and we world premiered here last weekend. And we screened Sunday and Monday.
How was it? Was it pretty successful? Did you have a good Q&A and everything with it?
It was wonderful. Our premiere sold out within just a few minutes of the tickets being available. We had a great turnout from cast and crew and a lot of friends and family, so it was a really warm premiere, and I had a phenomenal time.
That's wonderful. Now, what made you want to make a movie like this?
That's a really great question. Well, I went to film school at NYU. You know, making movies has been the dream of mine for many years. And I was going through a period where I was looking for stories everywhere. I still am. No, I was just saying, I think I was saying how great of a premiere it was, and, very grateful to be here.
And why you wanted to make this movie?
Oh, sure. Well, I had heard about a story where there was sort of a similar type of murder like happens in our film, and I was, questioning everything around me. You know, what would have happened if this went differently or this went differently? And when I saw this, true story, I immediately started to kind of build characters around something inspired by that. And, what if it wasn't solved? And what if there was a father who needed answers? And how far would he go? And as a filmmaker, these questions just sort of build up over time until you have to put a pen to paper.
Oh my goodness. How long is the movie?
Movie is 1 hour and 53 minutes long.
Oh, it's a pretty long movie.
Yeah, it is a sizable film, and we actually cut a lot from the film as well. Before we shot, we were cutting pages from the script, and also I think the original cut was well over 2 hours, so we trimmed it way down.
Did you film the movie here in Long Island or near this area?
So we actually filmed in Massachusetts. But the film is very much inspired by where we are in this area, because I actually wrote the film not far from here, in Bridgehampton, which is just down the road.
Are you from Bridgehampton?
Yeah, from Bridgehampton. I'm from New York, Bridgehampton, Florida. Moved around a little bit, but spent a lot of time in Bridgehampton. Still spend a lot of time in Bridgehampton. And the geography of the film is very much inspired by the geography here, where you have lake houses and rural spaces, but also some city spaces, and it's a small town in the film, and it's sort of inspired by this area.
I would think there'd be a lot of twists and turns in this movie. Are there a lot of twists and turns?
There are a lot of twists and turns, and it's been one of the greatest compliments we've gotten is people can't predict what's going to happen next. The twists and turns are intense, but I think believable, and people seem to really like it.
You can't tell the ending now. Don't tell the ending. But the ending is a big shock. It's a big surprise.
Yeah, I would say so, because what I will say is we have a character that goes through a tremendous arc, a tremendous journey of personal growth. So he starts in one place and ends in a totally different place, and inherent to that is surprise and growth.
There might even be some compassion too, I would think, right?
You have phenomenal instincts, because that's exactly right. There's a lot of compassion, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of forgiveness.
In the beginning, he probably wanted to kill this person, but then he realized that maybe there was something wrong with him, and that's why he committed the crime.
Have you seen this film?
No, I haven't. I'm just a little psychic, that's all.
You clearly are a little psychic, because you're definitely onto something.
Yes. So, is there a trailer for this movie?
No, there's no trailer yet. Hopefully soon, once the distributor comes on board, we'll shape the trailer and we'll start to get more word of mouth out there. We're still at the very beginning of this process.
Is there anything on Instagram or a website? Do you have a website?
The best way to stay up to date on this film is to follow me on Instagram. My handle is evkelm, EVKELM, and I post a lot of behind the scenes. I post a lot of updates about this film. Probably the best place to stay up to date.
Thank you so much, darling.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see this movie. It's good. I hope it gets distributed all over the place.
Me too. I appreciate that. I have a really good feeling that it will. We'll see what happens, but thank you very much for this lovely interview. I really appreciate these questions.
Yes, and also tell us again where we could go on the Instagram for you.
Sure. My Instagram is evkelm. That's EVKELM.
Gorgeous. Let's do an air kiss.
Mwah.
Mwah. We'll be back, darlings, with more filmmakers right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane. I'm here with this wonderful filmmaker, and we're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, and he's going to introduce himself to the camera.
Yes, hi, I'm Karan Soni. I'm one of the actors in A Nice Indian Boy that's screening at the Hamptons.
Nice Indian Boy.
Yes, ma'am, a nice Indian boy.
From India.
I am actually literally from India, yeah, and I'm nice, I think.
You know, my grandma, I'm Italian. The only thing my grandmother knew how to say in English, because she was Sicilian, she would say, nice girl, nice girl.
What does that mean?
Means nice girl.
Okay, I thought so. I didn't want to be racist and just assume, but okay, great. So she was saying it to you?
She would say it to me, you're a nice girl.
You seem spicy, though. I feel nice, but I feel like you're a little spicy. Like you've lived some.
I'm a little spicy.
Yeah.
You have to be in this business.
Oh my God! Tell me about it. Yeah, you gotta dive into the deep end. Yeah.
So now, how did you find out about this film, Nice Indian
Boy? My partner, who's off camera, directed it. So I was like, if you don't cast me, I'm leaving you. So, you said in Hollywood, it's got to be brutal. So I gave an ultimatum and I got the job.
Good for you. You deserve it.
Thank you. America 2024, you got to fight for every scrap that you can get.
Now, tell me about this movie, Nice Indian Boy. What is it about?
It's about my character who's queer. He ends up falling in love with Jonathan Groff's character, and who's a white man. And I bring him home to my very kooky Indian family, and he has to win them over before our wedding.
That's difficult.
It's difficult because my family...
Do they know that you were gay? Do they know?
They know that, but they want me to be with someone from my culture, not someone white.
That's difficult,
It's difficult. So there's a lot of hoops to jump, and, there's a lot of drama.
I went through that too, because, I'm Italian, so you're nice Italian boy, you know what I mean?
And you didn't find one?
No, I didn't marry an Italian, but he looked Italian. When I met him in the nightclubs, he looked.
I met him in the nightclub.
Yeah, I met him in a disco.
Like trouble.
And he's American like me, but when you live in America, you're not really American. There's something else behind you. Yeah, you're Italian, you're British, you're Irish, you're Greek. He was half Ukrainian and half German. But I thought he was Italian. He looked Italian. He looked like John Travolta to me.
That's as Italian as it gets. Okay. And so how did your family take it?
They were all right with it, but because they started to get a little more Americanized.
Sure. What if he did not like Italian food? Would they be okay with that? Like if you refused to eat it?
Who doesn't like Italian food?
I like it more than Indian food, to be honest.
See? So this is is this a featured movie?
It's a feature movie. Yeah, we premiered at South by Southwest in Austin in March, and then now we're just doing a little film festival tour, which has brought us to the Hamptons. First time at the Hamptons for both of us.
What do you think of the Hamptons?
It's a little scary.
Really? You think it's scary?
I feel very poor here. You live here?
No, I wish I did. Okay. I live in Nassau County. It took me 2 hours to get here today. 2 hours. Anyway, just for you, darling, just for you. Now, if we want to learn more about you as an actor,
yes,
where can we go? Do you have an Instagram page?
It's Karan Soni.
Spell it.
ITSKARANSONI. And
you're the star.
I'm the star, and I'm naked on my Instagram a lot, so if you're...
That's okay.
That's okay. If you're interested in that, just go have a look.
We will, darling. We will take a look.
Thank you.
Where can we go to find out more about this movie? Is there a website?
There's an Instagram for the movie, too. Nice Indian Boy on Instagram. And all I do is post about it, so you'll find it.
Is there a trailer?
The trailer will be out soon. The movie is going to come out next year, so the trailer will probably come out next year, too.
So you're showing a short here?
No, it's a full movie.
Oh, it's the full movie.
The whole movie. Yeah, the whole movie tonight and tomorrow.
Well, let's do an air kiss, darling. You're gorgeous.
Alrighty.
Mwah.
Mwah. Okay.
And we'll be back with more interviews right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, and I'm here with the director of the film, Nice Indian Boy, and he's going to introduce himself to the camera.
My name is Roshan Sethi. I'm the director of A Nice Indian Boy.
So tell my audience why you wanted to make this particular type of film.
It's a gay Indian movie, and I'm gay and Indian. So I was very personally connected to it, and then it's a sweet movie full of love and family and acceptance and everything that people want to experience.
And also, do they show in the movie? they get married. Do they show that in the movie?
There's a wedding in the movie, yeah.
I would think that, though I've been to an Indian wedding, and it's over the top.
Yeah.
And I'm Italian, and it's over the top.
I think our cultures actually have a lot in common, Italians and Indians. The coalescing around family and food is very Indian.
Very Italian.
Yeah, and then the lavishness, like I know, like christenings, all that stuff is really important. Our weddings are where everything happens. Every family member, even remote family members come. It's a very important central ritual.
Now, in the movie, the character, he falls in love with a white.
Yes.
Is he American?
Yeah, a white guy. It's the actor Curran falls in love with a white guy.
I see. That's what they're opposed to.
Well, it's not so much even that they're fully opposed, it's just that they're uncomfortable, because it's one thing for your parents to know you're gay, and then it's another for you to bring someone home who makes that theoretical concept into a practical reality. So it's about that transition. It's not so much about coming out, it's about bringing someone home and really accommodating.
It's the culture that is the struggle, the culture.
And that's a universal struggle, like you were sharing about your own family. And the truth is that all of our cultures get stronger when we mix in with each other. And some of the greatest cultures in the world are themselves medleys of other culture. Indian culture is really a mix of Persian, some Mongol, Indian, and there was a Greek influence, there's a Roman influence. You can go to parts of India and there are Greek statues in the Greek style. So we've always been mixed up in each other's affairs to a degree that we...
Like America, same thing.
Like America. That's the greatest strength of America too. And even Italians, we're all mixed up. The Roman ladies used to have peacocks that were brought over from South India. Pepper is a South Indian spice that was ferried over in the early hundreds AD. And so we've always been mixed up in each other.
This sounds like an amazing film. I want to see this movie.
Yeah.
Tell the website again.
It's the Instagram handle is at A Nice Indian Boy Film. If you search A Nice Indian Boy, it comes up pretty quickly.
Both of you are gorgeous. Give me an air kiss, darling.
Oh yeah. I really don't know.
We'll be but he does. We'll be back in a moment, darlings. Don't go away yet. We'll be back in a moment with more interviews right here in the Hamptons. Pink champagne kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I eat cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.